Excuse me. Okay, everything looks like we're good. Sorry there, guys. I all of a sudden got like super tired just before I started this. So, tonight we are going to be editing the Guildhall. But I want to export out one of these first because I want to bring that into Maya. In Ring. Sorry, I'm doing this off screen. But for the first stream in a while, my screen capture decided to capture the correct screen when I opened up Streamlabs, so that's a bonus. We're already doing better than we have the last couple streams. Meshes. Let's drop it in here. Okay. Actually, probably should put it in the other folder, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna close Unity because leaving Unity in the background tends to cause bad things. So I will import, and I apologize, I'm doing this off screen. That's annoying. I just updated, and I could open up the 2020, but I just had downloaded 2023, and apparently they turned off zooming with the middle mouse scroll, which I use all the time. So that's annoying. Where is this? Wow, that came in way smaller than it's supposed to. I'm gonna guess this is probably... Is it 100? No, it is not. Or is it? No, it was probably 100 times smaller than it should have been. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Keith. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to see if I can fix this because it's gonna drive me insane. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in my settings. Edit. Oh, you know what? It's down here. Display settings. If I could remember where this stuff is, that'd be great too. Files. References. I could have sworn I told it to to load up the previous settings, so I'm not sure why it didn't. Files. Combine in selection search. Undo. I'll have to figure it out off stream. Hey, it worked there. Okay, it works again. I don't know why it... Alright. I'm not gonna complain. Oh, you know what? Okay, it works, but I can no longer do it while I'm holding Alt. Again, you gotta love it when they needlessly change stuff on you. Alright. Oop. 0. There we go. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with this floor. I can't remember if this mesh... Okay, so let's do it this way. Let's select the floor. And we will extract it. So that is different. And now let's separate this mesh. Okay. I'm gonna put this on a layer, so I don't have to. Oh, hold on. I forgot you can't have a space. There we go. Okay, so now I don't have to worry about bumping into the walls as much. And let's snap this. To that edge. And find the angle that this is at. Looks good. And alright, we're gonna have to do this differently. That's not gonna line up like I wanted to. We're gonna have to this way. Yeah, EQ1 had some great music. Classic and Plains of Power were definitely some really good game tracks. Okay. So alright, that actually worked pretty well. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me go back and duplicate this real quick, because I'm going to need another one that's not doing this. Getting ahead of myself. Illuminati symbols. Welcome to the chat. Enceladus? I think I got that right. If I butchered that, I apologize. But welcome to chat. All right. That is better. So let's move this, and we'll get that back to 90. Snap that to where I would like it. It looks like I could just snap that over there. Oh yeah, definitely excited for the Ranger. Goblin did a good job with the concept on it too. I was all ready to give my input there, but he pretty much nailed exactly what I was talking about, without me even really having to say much, so that is always a plus. I'm always a big fan. I've always been a big fan of the Rangers. The Ranger look that's has like the chain base, and then is a lot of like leather on top of it, and that's pretty much exactly what he went for. It's all about the layers. My favorite mechanic about Rangers? I just like their versatility. When I first started playing EverQuest, my friends had been playing for a couple years before me, because my parents wouldn't let me get it, but they were giving me the excuse it was because we didn't have DSL, but it was more that they just didn't want to pay for it. And then we got DSL right around the time I got my first job, so the second we got DSL, I ran out and bought the trilogy box set. But anyways, I remember asking like what class, because I wanted to do a little bit of healing. I wanted to be able to cast spells. I wanted to be able to melee. I wanted to be able to light up. Oh, excuse me. I wanted to be able to do melee and archery. And I wanted to just be able to do everything. So I was asking them what class was best for that. And they were both like, well, Rangers can kind of do everything. And I think they said Shadow Knights could do everything too, but the Ranger flavor definitely was more my thing anyways. But yeah, I like kind of being versatile, being able to do kind of a little bit of everything. I also like scouting mechanics. I like to kind of, go out and pull and go out and get ahead of the group and kind of make some pulling decisions or excuse me, or the direction the dungeon crawl is going to end up going, type decisions. So all that kind of stuff I find really fun. Kindly put your memes in the bag. Spam a bunch of memes. There you go. Now the chatbot's gonna go insane because I just spammed a bunch of memes. How do you think Eminem will implement them without being mediocre? So one thing I know we have currently is they are already at level 1, just like the archer, decent DPS out of the gate with archery, which was not a thing in EverQuest. You know, it really took Rangers until like the 50s to really kind of start getting DPS when you got the double damage innate. I think it was 50, 51, something like that. Both the Ranger and the Archer have they start with a different bow than the other martial classes. Need to relay out the UVs for this. And let me bring it back. Make sure I know how large this was before. But yeah, so they already kind of start out with a nice damage bonus that wasn't already an EQ. Let me do this so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, I really should have set up all this stuff beforehand. And then, yeah, you know, giving them some versatility. You know, they'll always have that. They're not probably going to be, you know, top tier DPS all the time. And I mean, Rangers in EverQuest, I mean, I remember raiding with a DPS parser in Omens, I think. And when I wanted to be, I could be #1 on the parser, but it was only like for one fight. It was basically like pick the fight that you that you want to be top dog on, and then the other ones you were just kind of like, you know, higher up, but you weren't amazing. So I have a feeling it'll be similar, but like I said, we already have it so that Rangers, if they wanted DPS with... Hold on a second, let me fix this real quick. If they wanted DPS with bows, they can do it much, much earlier than you could in EverQuest, which is awesome. I know that was one thing Nick really wanted for the class, for both the classes that are archery based. These UVs are slightly screwy, but they came from Pro Builder, so based off the auto mapping. Is this one attached? Yep, there we go. Awesome. Hey, Zukin. Sorry, I'm not super concise with it, but I also have some ideas that as we get further into development that I will share. And I've already expressed some ideas for like epic weapon quests and stuff. Having played Rangers, things that, you know, I found were awesome as part of like epics, and things that were kind of disappointments. So I've already shared my idea. Granted, that's, you know, way in the future. Where is... Why is this not... Oop. Alright, there we go. So again, I'm just kind of real quickly cleaning up some of these UVs, because if I don't, I'm going to regret it as I duplicate them all in a few minutes. Oof, that was rough. Hold on. Let's try to do this manually. And we'll unfold it. There we go. Much better. Since it's happened. Oop. That should probably be sewn. Stitch that together. Ooh. Hold on. Need to fix this part. Let's do it this way. That, and it's gonna fight me. That's better. That one didn't sew, apparently. Oh. Also, if we allow boxing, Keith, I'll probably, besides Ranger, I'll probably box a Shaman. Depending on what we decide as a team, whether we want to allow or not allow it. Oh, you know what? I bet you... Yep. Nope. Wasn't what I wanted, but whatever. We're stitched together. Why is it... There we go. Zugan typically goes for Enchanter classes or tanks. So Inquisitor might be right on the alley. The Inquisitor seems like it could be a really fun class to play. And that's coming from someone who typically does not play tanks. Oops. Wow, I'm doing awesome with my controls tonight. Okay, so we got some better UVs. And now let's shrink these down to match the scale of the ones that are already in there. Okay. So we got this one. Now, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with these edges. I know this, so I want this right here to be stairs. I think I'm just going to start them right here. So like there. You're not gonna snap. There we go. You like the concept art that Goblin did for the warrior as well, and that alone makes me want to do a warrior. Yeah, Goblin's art has me wanting to roll a bunch of alts, which I don't normally do for EQ style games. I really should straighten these edges because my edge loop tools work better. Not what I wanted. Come on, snap where I want you to snap. Well, I need to put these edges in anyways. Wizards being able to melee is a cool idea. Using its mana for conservation. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool too. I like the idea of the Spellblade as well. I think that could be a fun class. But I like us kind of leaning into the Gandalf-inspired wizard. I think that could lead to some more engaging gameplay than nuke med repeat. Try not to nuke too early or you're dead type of gameplay. fixed. And let's set this to a... Good. So now I need to... here. Let's get this fixed. I guess we have to do it now. I want to do this. Come on. Oh, I love the Maya selection bug. There we go. I'll bring these back, and I'll just clean up the edge loops. Hey Regis, how's it going? Everything's going pretty well here. Hope you are doing the same. Hold it. Why did that not? There we go. Both of those. Or no, hold on. I need to get rid of this and this. Doing good as well? Awesome. Glad to hear. Alright, I think that should fix my quad issue for now. In a bit, I won't care if these are quads or not, because it's going to get triangulated, but for giving myself these edge loops, it's just way easier to deal with it when it's in quads. Helps if I'm holding the right snap. Oh, come on. So out of the original EQ scores, which one would you guys say was your favorite? Which is the one that you hear instantly and it takes you right back? So I definitely know which one it is for me. Shopkeeper theme? Good one. Good one. That definitely is super nostalgic. For me, it's definitely the Kelthon theme. Although the shopkeeper one, like I said, is definitely up there. Okay. Now, I need to figure this out. So, walk in. These are going to be stairs down. Whether they're straight or slightly curved, I'll figure that out in a minute. And I want this to drop down about 1 meter. Now, the question is... I want these to go straight. Do I want them to hit stairs up here and then go to the platform? Or do I want them to... do I want the platform to rise up? Kelthon music's most iconic? Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the Kelthon music myself. I mean, part of it probably is determined more on, like, where you... where your starting city was. I was a half-elf, so... I'm guessing that immediately biases me towards... towards Kelthon music. Speaking of the shopkeeper music. Best followers. Oh, yeah, you get to join the band list as well. Here I was about to welcome you to chat, but I welcome you to the ban list instead. Alright, so I gotta figure out if I want to have it where the stairs here helps if I'm hitting the right window. If I want the stairs here to, and I know I want this to go down, and I know I want this to go up, but I'm gonna have to figure out if I want stairs on the sides here going up to this platform, or if I want the stairs down and then stairs back up. Let's see. Something similar to that. I think I'm actually playing I'm just playing this off of off YouTube. I think it's actually a playlist on Sean's that Sean has on his A Loving Robot YouTube channel. Hey, Sight guys, how's it going? Oh, getting too used to hotkeys from Pro Builder. It starts screwing up my Maya. So I think it's going to be stairs down, stairs up. Now the question is, do I want stairs on the sides, or do I just want to put banisters? I kind of like the idea of doing the banisters. Get it so I can actually see where my mesh is. That was not where I wanted to put that. I guess I'm gonna have to do that, and then we'll just snap it. This is where working on grid lines makes your life so much easier. Because you can go back later and make edits and stuff will still snap nicely because you kept it on the grid. Tell it to students all the time and they never listen. Well, most of them don't. Some of them do. Oh, why is that not snap? Oh. It still should be snapping, but let's delete the bottom parts. I really should add these to that layer as well, but I'll just deal with it for now. Quainos is your jam. It's another good one, and that I definitely did not spend much time in Quainos. Through all my years, in EQ, I was not in Quainos all that often. Not much reason to go there, exactly. Yeah, there wasn't much for me to do there. Most of the time I would even be by there, I was running to Surefall for like an epic turn-in or something like that. Got extra geo in here that I do not need. Oh, not that one. Those are not needed. Which means I have them over here too. Good, so is that one. Let's just make sure these are snapped nicely. Shouldn't give me Z fighting issues. I just like to have everything nicely aligned just for the sake of it. Geographically, it made no sense, yeah. Yeah, there was a couple weird things. One of the nice parts is with I'm gonna do the what's it called, Viniki TLP, when the new TLPs launch. I'm gonna play that for a little bit, and if I do decide the box on the TLP, I can get my shaman barbarian from Hallis to G Fey really easily without having to deal with the run from Hallis. God, I hate that run from Hallis. When you're at level 1. It is not fun to run through Blackborough. The last time I tried to do it was on P99? No, it was on Thornblade when Squishy Mustard and my son and me started playing, and I even had him running interference for me, and I still kept getting destroyed. Although I did make it through the first time, and then I got really unlucky because someone had like trained a mob from the Quainos side to the Black Burrow zone line. I was like, damn it! Because I zoned in to Quanos Hills, and I was like, yes, made it, and immediately got destroyed. And then was sad. And then after that, I had no luck. I was getting destroyed, like, going into Black Burrow. I was getting destroyed in Black Burrow. It was quite the process. Yeah, very unlucky. Yeah, I was like, no way did that just happen. And then it just got worse. Good times. Oops. I thought I told ProBuilder to keep the quads when it exported, but apparently it just didn't listen to that. Extract this part off. Stupid name, Skeleton in Everfrost. Oh, yeah, he was one of the things. I wasn't paying attention. In all fairness to Squishy Mustard, he was trying to warn me to pay attention, because I was just not. And that skeleton totally got me, because I was not paying attention. But I had nobody to blame on that event but myself. But okay. What do I want to do here? Okay, so with those. Let's combine these and start to merge. I'm going to have to clean up the UVs on this one too, but it'll make my life easier. Do it this way. This is one of the nice things about ProBuilder, is I could have it kind of auto-lay some of this stuff out, but again, some of it is not as beneficial at the same time. Because you don't get as good, you don't get as much control over the UVs. Okay, so those are good. Let's merge. And merge the vertices down. May as well just clean up these as well. again, I'm going to have to clean up the UVs anyways, so I may as well just make less UVs and have it be more efficient of a mesh. Not that removing like 10 polygons is really going to do all that much for efficiency, but... Alright. Combine. Merge. There we go. Do you think they have something semi-equivalent to Maya in Unity one day? Maybe. I know Unreal has been doing more and more modeling stuff in Unreal. And Pro Builder was purchased by Unity. But I don't know if they anticipate it to be like a full-on modeler someday or not. But I know Unreal definitely is looking to have like its own modeling system inside. Well, surprisingly, as much as I do stuff with Unreal Engine and try to keep up with it, I have not really done much with the modeling software in it. Bridge. Oh, because I had all three selected. That would do it. All right. I suppose before I really edit this piece, I should work on the stairs. Oh, there is something going on over here. Oh, it's the scene from these. Probably should just select all of these at the same time. Let's combine them. Oh, I just need to play with the inside, the interior ones. What am I doing? It's about to screw up the outside. Oop. Hold on. Let's do this at a better angle. That's better. Probably have to have some sort of trim running around on the bottom down here to not have it mess up or mess with that as much, but we'll do that once we have more of our actual textures completed. Okay. And then I also want one down here. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Alright, let's figure out these steps. Oh man, my brain doesn't want to do math. Where's my calculator? 300 divided by 25 is 12. Okay, so I've got that. Let's delete everything I don't need. Oh, actually leave the ground because I don't know how far I want these stairs to actually go. Hold on a second. That edge is not on an edge, which means oh, no, that was on an edge. Okay. Oh, come on. Hold on, what did I just grab? Oh, I grabbed that. I don't want that. That will be deleted soon. So, a nice quick stairway. Alright, we can get rid of all those. Hold on. We're gonna do it this way. Yeah, that is another good one. Oh. Yeah, I just made it through my playlist. Let's hop to the Plains of Power one. Oops, did I just accidentally delete one? That was not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. So we got those stairs nice and quickly. Let's go. And freeze transform. Modify center. Hold it, does that not fall a full? Weird. Okay. Guess the stairs will just be slightly off. Over here. I probably should. Lay out the UVs on these really before I do that, but whatever. Let's lay out these. Oop. Let's see if we bring them into. And we'll stitch these together. And I'll just stitch. Why did this snap back on? Hold on. What is going on? Stay there. I want you. I'm just gonna stitch. Whoops, I stitched the wrong one. The edge of each of these together. And we will rotate them. And for now, until we have actual textures, I'm just gonna do it. Really? There we go. Plains of Power. Or, yeah, Tranquility was another good one for sure. Yeah, I did a ton of raiding in Plains of Power. I think my guild was still raiding time occasionally when I quit. Or maybe we just had stopped, but I vaguely remember doing like a, I think like an alt run for, oh, what's going on? An alt run for Time Gear when Theater of Blood was like the top raid zone. Why does this keep snapping back over here? What's up with this Maya 2023? Move that over there. Why is this not playing the next song? I told you to shuffle. Earth was another good song. Although I'll admit, the Earth, the trials in Earth A got a little annoying. Just like a lot of it felt like there was just a lot of waiting around during those specifically. And I know a lot of people hated the Wraith Council, but I actually enjoyed the Wraith Council. Yeah, the rings, I was not a fan of the rings. I knew a couple people that liked them, but oof, I was not a fan. What was your, we tried to do them as little as possible, only when the new members needed, Earth B for Wraith. I think, in Shining Alliance, which was the guild I raided on, with my original character, I think we only did Wraith Council once. That was like when I was applying to the guild, and I'm pretty sure we only beat it the one time, and then we were just like, anybody else who needs a flag, you can get the whatever the alt flag was in phase 3. I don't remember us having that big of a problem with it. We wiped a couple times, but I know some guilds really struggle with it. Understandably so. I mean, it definitely tests a guild's level of cooperation, and their ability to work together, and everybody paying attention to their task. I mean, there was definitely more brutal encounters over the years. Like Overlord Matamoran in Anguish, he was a dick pre Gina. That was definitely a tough fight. Yeah, click the mask or you're, yeah, click the mask or lose DKP. That is exactly the encounter I'm talking about. But man, that back in the day before Gina, that was brutal. Like having to pay attention to battle spam. To look for an emote that says your name specifically. Like, that was brutal. We had people clicking the match just because they didn't want to lose DKP. I'm sure many guilds had that same thing happening. People just clicking it periodically, hoping that if they were called, that them just randomly clicking would save them. Yeah, yeah. I know Squishy Mustard was talking to me about one of his, I think his guild on Mangler, like farmed him. And I don't think SA, when I was in them, actually beat. What did I just do? That was not what I thought I did. Hold on a second. I screwed that up. We didn't beat him. We got him close once or twice. And even I think they were the second best at that time. Guild on the server, which I had an invite to kind of run with. As long as they had room and I was flagged for stuff. They would bring me along. Even they had beaten him. I think they were the one of two. I think Clan Tavarin was number 1, and Nameless Order was the number 2. And both of them were the only ones at that time who had beaten him. And they did not, like, they're like, yeah, we beat him once. It's not worth the trouble farming him. So every raid we would just, that I went on with them, we would just skip him. So even when I was with running around with the big dogs, they were just like, nope, not worth it. But Anguish was fun. I enjoyed the Proving Ground trials too. Both the raid and the shit. I hate when I do this. There we go. The raid and the group trials were a lot of fun. I remember some of them being fairly, like, you had to think on your feet type of encounters, which was fun. And it was like the group ones were like what? Time and Quivik tier, like in terms of gear. So that was kind of cool that like you could get gear that you could, you know, replace some of your lower raid gear in a group setting. That was always a nice benefit of those too. Yeah, equivalent. Alright, let's clean up some of this edge flow. Yeah, first time I did them, I upgraded time loot with a piece from the group trials. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did it. I upgraded a couple of pieces in those trials as well. Time phase 1, but still, yeah. But I mean, back in the day, before everything was, I mean, even then, raid stuff was starting to get instanced. The speed that you would get the gear was so slow that unless you were in like a guild that was raiding like every night, there was a lot of benefit to group content like that. I was definitely not in a raid every night guild. Even back then, I didn't have the time for that. So what's your favorite M&M secret? Well, if I revealed that, it wouldn't be a secret anymore now, would it? I mean, there's a lot of cool little like lore things that are not being divulged. And it's more, you know, Sean said it a million times. It's more because, you know, we want you guys to be able to like go out there and discover some of this stuff and piece the stuff together and, you know, have you know, quests and stuff that have longer lifespans to complete because, you know, they need to be solved. Which, I mean, I guess there's still some of that in games today, but not nearly as much as there used to be with like EverQuest. I mean, how many of Sean's interviews have people been asking about quests and how, you know, what are these items and stuff? How many unsolved quests are there still out there in EQ? So having stuff like that is definitely cool, in my opinion. But yeah, definitely some of the lore stuff is pretty cool, and I'm admittedly behind. I just haven't had enough time to actually like sit down and read a lot of the newer stuff that's been put out. But that's one of the things I'm looking forward to doing once my summer break starts, and I have more time to dig into some of the other parts of the lore and stuff that's been updated recently. But man, I like the Wormsbane stuff. I really enjoyed Ham's write-up for that. And even like, even though it's just like a low level dungeon, there's a lot of like history to it that's gonna actually tie into other zones as we move forward. So I think I mentioned, I think it was my last stream. It was one of my recent streams, if not my last stream, where I mentioned like some of the shape language in the tomb will be carried over to other zones. That's specifically like referencing that portion where there's like the factions that are involved with it are in other places, and we're kind of, Goblin has already kind of been starting to think of some of that shape language stuff for that specific group. Dang, so close. You have to catch me on a like a late night wine stream, where I'm not as sharp for me to divulge stuff like that. And I'm sure Sean's like, ah, don't drink now, as he's watching. Watching the VOD of this. I'll just leave that like that. That should be fine for now. Okay, so now I need to relay out the UVs for this, because they're going to be all kinds of jacked up. Alright. I'll attempt to do this so that you guys can see what I'm doing at the same time. I'm guessing this is the floor? Yes. Just throw that over there. This is probably up. Oh, you know what? I've got extra faces that do not need to be here. Once these are gone, my life will become a little bit easier. Alright. I think that's cleaner. Yeah, that looks better. Alrighty. Back to this. What time is it? Okay. Still got a little bit more time. Whew. Well, I am getting tired. But I've got work in the morning, so fortunately I won't be able to stay up super late for this stream. Unfold. Okay. So let's, at least for now, again, some of this stuff, the UVs may get adjusted as we add more actual materials that we plan on using. But right now I'm just throwing down our cobblestone on top of it, so I'm not really worried about, you know, trims or anything like that. And like how everything's aligned. I'm just worried about kind of like where seams are. So that is kind of my My thought process right now. Impress you guys are basically working a second job. It's tough. Impressed. For me, this is technically like my fourth job. I have full-time teaching job, a part-time teaching job, and a part-time other project that I'm working on as well. And then this one. Yep. Holy shit. This one's probably the most fun to do out of all of those, though. And then on top of that, I have the boys as well. So my plate's packed. I get tired very easily. Oh, this is... Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's worth it though. It's fun. And the boys are like super excited about it too. Which is pretty cool. That they're all excited. My oldest wants to play a gnome archer really bad. He wants to play a gnome archer and ride around on an ogre's back, is what he keeps saying. Okay, so UVs, not perfect. And I'm just gonna, what I've been doing for some of these things, because I know I'm gonna come back in and probably clean them up at some point, is I'm not necessarily tucking them inside, like, or stacking them on top of each other. I'm just kind of leaving them kind of on their own little space. Technically, maybe not the best way of doing it, but for now, it works. Ooh, I need to clean up these UVs. Why did I just close that? That definitely screwed all that up. Alright. And it's really annoying that it keeps snapping that back there. Because I always just... Whatever. I'm sure there's some weird setting. Where is the setting for that? Here, instances, relationship. Huh, I don't know why it's snapping back, but whatever, it's really annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna have to reproject this, because that is so screwed up. Alright, so I got that. And I'm going to start looking over here for it, because that's muscle memory. Can be a bitch when it's not working. Did I not merge these? I could have sworn I merged these. Apparently I did not. And let's just bring that over there. There's that one too. Okay. So now this should stitch, and that's not going to be over there. Oops. There we go. It should all be that. It should be that. Alright, looks good. Now I just gotta figure out which way these line up. Nice. Okay. So again, I'm not too worried about UVs because I don't have a finalized material for these, but I am trying to keep it around the same pixel density as it was before, and 4 of these was about 0.6 on the UV grid, so keep those about there, and we'll shrink those down a little bit, and we'll just tuck those right there. Okay, so with that done, I can now... Oh, I've already moved this one over, so that's good. I need to grab this one, and... Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. I'm gonna have to break this for a second. Bridge those. And that. Whoop. Gonna be annoying. Oh, you know what I can do? I don't even have to bridge it. I can just bring these up to there and merge them. And we'll have to do a new projection for that part. And clean up just a couple little spots that the UV editor is not going to have it. UV editor doesn't always enjoy when you edit the mesh on an edge, on a border edge. Let's just move these down. It'll make life easier. And merge. Okay. So we'll snap that to. Whoop. We'll snap that to that side and that to the bottom. So this that way, that way. Average those out. Alright, looks good. And then just gotta find where that's gonna snap to. And we need to shrink this down. The way the stitch together in Maya works by default is it snaps the smaller to the larger, so if I just snap, if I shrink the one down, it'll snap it to that one. Cotswold, joined late. Had no idea what the hell I'm looking at. It's now all clear. Yeah, just kind of working on the Guildhall and updating it. So the interior will be reworked. And then I don't think I'm going to have the time to get around to cleaning up the exterior portions of that. I'll probably do that tomorrow at work. The player size? So the human is about 5'9", 5'10", I believe. The ogre is closer to 3 meters. Where the player is just below. I think it's like 1.8 meters or something like that. And the gnome is like under a meter. I was running around last night in Wormsbane after plopping on the textures we already have into it. Why is that? Hold on, what is going on? Oh, I did rotation. That would do that. I was trying to flip this. Oh, let's not do it that way. Wait, no, that should work. What am I doing? But anyways, I was running around, and I had ran around in there with the the gnome, since the gnome had been animated, and I quickly found a couple places where the gnome can get to, where the gnome's not meant to get. So the gnomes are already breaking geometry with how tiny they are. But yeah, they're under a meter. They're tiny. I'm sure deep gnomes will and halflings will have similar issues. Although deep gnomes, I believe, are slightly taller. Actually, I could probably just grab all these railings and combine them. And we will clear history, if I could remember what I'm doing. So those are good. Let's increment and save, because it's been a while since I've done that. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind for the alpha. Oh, I'm sure we're gonna get all sorts of fun bug reports where, especially gnomes, are gonna be breaking geo and getting stuck in areas that we didn't notice and things like that. I'm sure I'll have all sorts of fun geo issues to fix. But that'll be one of the nice things about when we, besides like being able to play with you guys, is when you have more eyes on it, you're going to find more of those issues that sometimes you just, because there's only 10 of us, you don't necessarily get to find all of them. But yeah, I found 3 of them like that as I was actually able to like run around and not be T-posing. It's like, oh, you can get there and get there and get there. But it's also opening up, it also opens up all sorts of elements for us as like level designers to play play around with how small gnomes are and their ability to get places can help like progression in you know, dungeons and stuff like that. Gives us other methods of traversal to play with. Intentional gnome holes. But no, I also plan on hiding some stuff. Like a scavenger hunt type thing. So gnomes may have advantages in some spots to find stuff. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. I'm going to save. I'm not going to import this right now because, like I said, I need to play with this. So what I need to do with this is I need to add in just some more edge loops. Oop, I have that as a restricted reference still. I need to add some more edge loops so I can play with the vertex painting a little bit more. And on these as well. And the big kind of portion right here, I need to do that with as well. Oh, I'm seeing the stuff on the inside. I'm like, what is going on? Why do I see all these extra edges? And I think I want to add in some more windows. But I may import this in and see how everything feels. And where I want where I want to add the windows. Because right now we only have this one window. And then after that, after the windows are added, I'll clean up the rest of this geo. Because these edges that are just running along aren't really needed unless we decide we want to use a trim on it. But yeah, I need to clean up this mess because the vertex painting doesn't look so hot when all those triangles are all over the place. Okay, so I'm gonna save here, and it's already close to time, so I'm going to probably call this a stream. So anybody on here who's not familiar with the project, I'll send you some links. That is our website. We are making an indie MMO that is heavily influenced by the classic era, first generation MMOs. So think your EverQuest, Ultima Online, Asheron's Call, those games. And if you'd like to learn more, that is our website. Also, we have a Discord. We've got over 850 people in there now. I think 853 was the last time I looked. So we got a decent growing community. If you'd like to hop in there and discuss game design with us, our game, tabletops, we have all sorts of conversations going on. Share any of your fan art or stuff like that. We would love to have you in there. If you'd like to stay up to date with the game but not join Discord, that is our mailing list. Sometimes we'll send out surveys and kind of just updates for the game. Also, if you hope to join us for testing, which we're hoping to have at least limited testing by the end of the year, you'll want to join the mailing list. These are the other team members that stream. Everybody streams their own kind of aspect of the game. My streams are primarily environment art and level design based. And then we also have a YouTube channel, which I need to upload. I've got another backlog of videos. I apologize for everybody who's waiting, if anybody's waiting on my videos to upload. I'll have to do that tomorrow. But if you want to get caught up on all of our past VODs, check out the YouTube channel. If you are watching on YouTube, we'd appreciate if you do the whole like and subscribe and comment below. So, to kind of appease the algorithm gods, to help, push the content out to more people that have interest in MMOs and EverQuest and Ultima Online and that kind of classic era of MMOs. So, thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight. Sham request. My streams are normally on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm hoping to add another stream in a couple weeks. I'm not sure on the date, and I may change my Monday night to a Monday day once teaching. My teaching schedule frees up. So I'll stay tuned. My schedule may change. I'll update it on the Twitch schedule if I do that, and I'll make an announcement on here. But I am hoping to add a third day to it, and I'm hoping to do at maybe one stream a day or one stream a week. May sometimes end up being like the EverQuest TLP when it launches or something like that. I haven't really got a chance to do any gaming. I've meant to a couple times and then ended up getting sidetracked and didn't do it. So some fun, like just bonus streams, kind of playing around type stuff at some point. But other than that, yeah, that'll be the stream today. I'll also try to clean up. I need to mess around with some of the settings in for the stream and kind of clean up the layout and stuff and actually get like a legit layout going. So I might do that as well. So look for some production quality improvements at some point in the near future. Thanks, man, for the stream. Oh, no problem, Regis. Thanks for hanging out. Take care. You as well. Same with you, Keith. Good stream, dude. Thanks. All right, awesome. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a day. I will see you guys on Monday. Later.